Hello, everybody. It's Sweet 16 Thursday. Tony George, DocSports.com. Going to talk about a couple of games tonight, both of them totals. Just have a discussion about the FAU Tennessee game, and we'll talk about the total in the UCLA Gonzaga game tonight. A game I got a side play in. We got a 3-pack at Doc Sports, coming off a loss on Cincinnati last night. UAB was a big winner for you here on the free play. Told you something was wrong with that New York Knicks line, too. Miami beat them, I think, by 7. And they're an underdog again tonight. And bragging about Randall. I think he had like 10 points or something last night. Terrible night for him. But nonetheless, the official free play got it done for you. And we'll see if we can get you another free play here today. Winner in the books here. Got a triple header at DocSports.com. 3 games involved. The only game I'm not involved in is Tennessee UAB. I'm involved in the other 3. A 4, a 3, and a 2-unit play. Doc Sports, if you were with me last night with Cincinnati, which never got off the bus, wasn't a good call, drank the Kool-Aid. But nonetheless, we'll make it back tonight. And just a heads up, we're going to have a 7 or an 8-unit play tomorrow. Might be the only play of the day on Friday in the Sweet 16, but it's definitely going to be a top play. We may throw in one other because I like the games tomorrow. But be ready because I don't take these lightly. This is going to, and last night, I'm still mad about last night. But that being said, whether you're 5-0 or 0-5, that's water under the bridge. You got to get on to today, you're 0-0. So, we got a triple header for you tonight. We'll have a package for you tomorrow. So, and a rare doubleheader in the NHL. I've been on a hell of a roll in the NHL. Off a rare loss, so we'll bounce back to a side and total tonight. Doc Sports, free $60. Link in the description below. You've never been a member? We'll park $60 in your account. You can use it anywhere on the website. And by the way, there is a ton of free information over at the website. If you haven't checked out DocSports.com, you really need to. There's free plays on almost every game on the board in all sports. Betting angles, futures bets, and baseball's boys of summer are right around the corner. I just went to the Royals and Rockies game on Sunday here in Vegas. I'm ready to go. Off a down year, I'm ready to go. Got a whole new approach to Major League Baseball this year. I'm very excited about the new metrics we're going to be using. And stuff that we went back and checked against what results were last year if we'd done different things. It's been a lot of time. Because Major League Baseball has always been one of my fortes. In the last couple of years, I haven't done very well. I'm going to change that around. But there's all kinds of future stuff over there on baseball. Everything you need. All right. Enough about the promo. Rick Barnes is in the Sweet 16, laying 5.5 against Florida Atlantic. Now, we all saw the team Florida Atlantic beat in their conference championship last night, went on the road in the SEC, and upended Vanderbilt. And looked good doing it. UAB's no joke. And by the way, Florida Atlantic put UAB over their knee and whipped their butt out behind the woodshed in that game. This team is no joke. They got an easy draw last game, no doubt. Taking on a 16 seed who upset number 1. You're going to beat them. But this team has scored. I pulled this up. We're talking about the total here. And by the way, my handicapper, my guy that helps me handicap, Tim Fines. We all know him. We podcast with him earlier this year. Great small conference capper. We blend our plays together. He's part of my staff. It's nice to get different perspectives. We argued about a couple of the picks we have tonight. One we went with one of his. I respect his opinion. Now, he likes the over in this game tonight. 129. But after looking at this thing for quite a while this morning, just for craps and giggles, I'm going to pull up some stuff here. Tennessee is allowing the third fewest points per game this season in college basketball, 57.8 points per game. But one thing I noticed was, and I got to looking, FAU has scored at least 66 points in every game for 23 straight games. And that includes against 2 SEC opponents in Florida and Mississippi State. And they beat Florida. Now, if FAU wants to win this game, the only way they can push tempo, because Tennessee, Rick Barnes, who I've told you 1,000 times, I was screaming from the rooftops when he was coaching at Texas. The guy is the worst big game coach on the planet, but I'll give him credit. That game against Duke, they held them, to 52? Was one of the best coach games. Matter of fact, that's the number one coached game he's ever coached. Masterful job. And Duke had no answer, and they had no adjustments at halftime, i.e. a rookie head coach. Mike Krzyzewski, if he was at Duke, probably would have made some adjustments. And one adjustment you could make is pushing the ball, the tempo in transition, because that's when Tennessee can't control pace. And FAU does a really good job of doing that. Over 129, Celine. Whole world's on the under. Now, if you're looking to play totals tonight, teams are going to come out in these new venues. Momentum's dead. Because you had momentum the first two games. Now you've taken this long break, and now you're traveling somewhere else. And you wonder, with some of these teams, a team like FAU at Madison Square Garden, if the moment's going to be too big for them. And it probably will be out of the gate. So first half unders is not a bad way to look tonight when you're looking at totals. Just FYI. I've been doing this 32 years. I've seen it 1,000 times. Now, just a frank discussion. Me and you taking a piss over a fence post, drinking a beer, just saying, it's kind of what I noticed over the years. This game here tonight, UCLA Gonzaga. Now, I have a side play in this game. This is going to be a hell of a basketball game. Now Gonzaga has done a nice job of just they came out preseason, top whatever it was, struggled against some good teams early this season, and then they have a 5-loss year. They're not coming in here as a number one seed. They're not coming in as unbeaten. All that stigma surrounding them, all the questions and pressure. They're kind of playing pressure-free basketball. A different brand of basketball, and yes, they are a very, very good team. And both these teams are expertly coached, both of them. But the one consistent thing is been UCLA's defense. You look at their season stats, and it's one thing I compare is consistency and defensive efficiency. And Bona's going to be able to get out on Timmy. And he's good enough to play him one-on-one. And if he can do that, you can match up on three-point shooters on the outside. And UCLA will impose their will a little bit on pace. I like the under in this game tonight, especially the first half under. But I think the first half under doesn't give you enough points. It's around 66, 68 last time I checked, but 145 and a half. And I was talking about that consistency. UCLA on the season has held people to 60 points per game. Their last 10 games, you know what they held their opponents to? 60 points per game. That's consistency. I think that number's a little ripe to fall tonight. I'll go under UCLA Gonzaga. Now listen. We're not putting Grandma's Farm on this. We're not unloading a 4-teamer, and this is a round robin parlay, and this is key. No. So lean. The best bets I have are premium plays. And I love winning free plays. We've won 60% of them over a 3,200 game sample size here since May of 2017. There's a guy that tracks me on every play. I don't know, obviously Star for Entertainment. But he sends me an update like once a month. And God bless him. But this one here, anybody playing tonight can beat anybody. Same thing tomorrow night. Anybody. Princeton can beat Creighton by 10. You never know. It's a Sweet 16. Nobody's here by accident. Everybody that is playing tonight and tomorrow night earned their way here by winning big games. And sooner or later, the moment won't be too big for them. They're involved in a big-time ball game, big-time stakes. So, you're going to see some great basketball tonight, tomorrow night. Let's get a 3-0 sweep tonight. Let's get that under in for you here in the UCLA Gonzaga game, and I'll be back at you on Friday.